Oh. What is going on, everyone? It is Friday. The L7X is going full tilt boogie in Kayla's car. Man, if you didn't see the video, maybe we'll throw it up, but we're going to talk about it, man. The L7X on a KXA 2400 in a hatchback. Is this one of the most efficient SPL huge subwoofers on the market? Man, I don't think there's much competition in that aspect of things. Just watt for watt, man. Kicker's coming back swinging. But without further ado, we have to do the intro. Appreciate you guys hanging out so everyone can get their favorite drink and favorite beverage. And as always, I will see you guys in 3 minutes. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. And yes, Casey, I switch shirts. I do wear a kicker a lot, but I gotta keep it red tonight. I don't know. Maybe it's for the KXA line. Guess who's back? Back again. Live and direct. We are here. It is Friday. What's going on, everyone? And thank you so much, RVH. I know the 12 Volt Talk podcast last night, Rolling Thunder 15 minutes ago, late Friday night, live with Andy tonight. And oh yeah, we had Kicking with Andy on Tuesday too, man. It has been insane, to say the least. But man, I want to talk about this L7X build. Like, this thing is, it surpassed what I thought it would do. And I'm a kicker guy. You know, I'm like, oh yeah, kicker square, yes. And this thing is just doing insane numbers at low frequencies, way below 40 hertz on like 2K. Like, It's insane, and I'm excited, honestly, and I'm proud of Kicker. I'm happy for them because this product is going to do great, and you guys are going to love them once you get them in your hands. And even Blake might switch up. Just don't tell DD. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you. Deviant yelling out, Stu. What is going on, Stu and Deviant, everyone? Appreciate you guys are here. And of course, we got Uncle Bobby B nice and early today.
Uncle Bobby B, baby. Uncle Bobby B.
Uncle Bobby B, baby. Thank you guys for tuning in. Baba, what is going on? Talking to the usual suspects. What is up, Baba? I love how RVH is here. You know, I get it. We have lives, but it's cool that he's back because he's one of the OG guys. Appreciate all you guys hanging out with us tonight. The chat father, El Fuego. El Fuego was hanging out with us on the Rolling Thunder. Appreciate you, El Fuego. And man, I hope that you are doing well, buddy. Andy Stu. Tony Torres. I have my 2 Solo X Otherworld, the base. Yes, you know, the Solo X's, I love them so much. And to have them, man, I've never had 2 in the same build, so I don't know what it would sound like, but I bet it's loud. Thank you for tuning in, Tony. Appreciate you. Yes, the Solo X, man, you know, God, I am impressed, to say the least. And this is just a box that's supposed to be flat, okay? Have a decent amount of bandwidth, sound good, and it's putting up these kind of numbers. And it's not even Kicker recommended spec. I could just imagine if you had a vehicle that was a little bit bigger and you could build, you know, to Kicker spec, it could be even louder. And I'm blown away, honestly. And it really just makes you want to look at it. That's all you can do. You see that thing flex and you say, would you look at that? Oh, would you look at that? Like, you just have to. Thank you for tuning in, Will. Appreciate you so much, man. Kyle, what is up? Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Mr. Choke Change, who's going to Slamology? I know I am, and it's going to be a blast. You know, running the live stream at Slamology was a lot in itself, and we actually had a little, I guess you could say, fender bender this weekend where Kayla got hit in the pilot, and it's got a nice little dent, but I'm not sure if there's any damage, so until further notice, I don't know what I'm going to do to bring all the equipment and stuff. Can't fit it all in the Eclipse and Cookie Monster. I might be bringing her car to fit some of the gear. Or I might actually be shooting J-Dub from Kicker to see if they got anything that they can bring for me. I can bring the essentials, laptop, mic, camera, stuff like that. Just because, and then maybe just drive one car. But yeah, Slamology, man. After that, I'm like, God, what am I going to do? I was going to tow the Eclipse with that and put everything in there, but getting an accident and hitting the wheel, there can be some problems there, and until further notice, I don't know. We're going to find out. But yes, we are going to Slam, and it's going to be a blast. I don't got no 14 hertz no more, Hayden. Eventually, I will again with a bigger build. But I'm going for a little bit more SPL with the new Solo X build, just because I got a 10K Warhorse, man. I mean, I didn't need all 2,000 watts even to do hair tricks. I was doing on 1,000, so let alone putting on a bigger amp. Let's build a little differently and be a little bit more musical, and I don't know, not play too much wasted information. Get some with a $5 super chat. He is starting the rain. Usually 25 is the one calling it out, but get some. Started it first. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. I see you guys, man. He's one of the guys that always hanging out, tuning in. Appreciate you. Big time, man. Big time. Awesome. Let me see what other comments we got here. Let's see. Deviant's even going to Slamology. Just look for the horse head mask and you will see Deviant. Now, if I see like 3 guys walking around with horse heads, man, I'm not gonna know which one is which. I'm gonna be like, hey, just say 14.4 and just say that. I'll be able to know then. Gives the car personality. Oh man. You know, it already needed a paint job already, and I'm like, God, well, maybe, yeah, they're not going to fix that, but still, that's just something else on my list, man. Ryan Townsend just got home from work. What a long day. Love you, Andy. Just made my long day better. Man, that means so much, dude. Like, honestly, like, I'm just sitting here doing this live show, and you guys are just hanging out, tuning in, and just talking about stuff. And when we have something really cool to talk about, it's exciting, but also to be able to hang out with you guys and make your evening, that means so much, dude. Love you too, Brian. Appreciate that. You are always tuning in. You are awesome. Let's see. William starting it off. Hey. Living loud with Andy Friday, late night for the win. You're a rock star. Keep doing what you do. Thank you so much, William. Man, it's been a blast this week. I mean, I love every time. I mean, I've only been on there twice, but 12 Volt Talk, I mean, OG podcasts in my eyes. There's everyday audios, but they just kind of quit doing that entirely. And I was watching 12 Volt Talk before that. You know, 12 volt, 14.4, 10.9, who have you? I mean, shoot, man. Rob and Derek, they are awesome guys. And, you know, it's just, we even go together on MASH Show together. And it's just, we've built that kind of YouTuber, podcaster, friendship, whatever you want to call it. And they're awesome guys, man. And I felt bad for Vega. I'm like, I don't know where your shirt is. I have it. I don't know where it is. But I got Big D's hoodie over here too, so I'm still swagging it up. And two, also didn't have time to clean the room, so there's that. But it's awesome, man. It's been a fun week just to talk about the Solo X, getting my Solo X build going. It's been crazy. It really has. Yes. Yes, Kicker's in his girl's car. Yes. You know, she always said she wanted more bass, because I think it was maybe a single 10 in there, like an SQ kind of build, and she was like, there's not enough bass. So then, you know, you put the two 12s in a sealed box. It sounds good, but, you know, it's a little boomy. And I threw an 8-inch L7, and it sounded really good, but it wasn't super loud. It's just an 8 L7, you know, and like 400 watts clamped. How much can it really do? And then now there's this in there. She's like she was covering her ears. She's got sensitive ears around like 27 to 34 hertz. I don't know. She's got like some kind of problem with her ear. And, you know, I can tell, you know, I'm like, oh, you don't like that note. That's the note, huh? And yeah, she's saying that on this build. And it's like both windows are down. Like, this isn't pressure window seat. This is both windows down kind of deal. So this thing's loud, man. I'm excited. Andrew Stoltz, I will be at Slam. Make sure you come. I'm going to try to walk around as much as I can, but I'm going to be hanging out at the Kicker booth. And I think there's going to be a lot of Kicker builds there at the Kicker booth. So it's going to be a sight to see. So make sure you stop down. I should be there most of the day. Bubba, it's going to be off the hook. Slam 20th anniversary along with Kicker's 50th anniversary. It's a real big deal. I mean, if you are going to go to Slam, you're thinking about going to Slam down the road, I would think about it now. And pre-registration ends tonight. I don't know if it's at 12 p.m. tonight, but it ends today. Today is the last day to pre-register. Otherwise, you can still go, but you're going to have to wait in a separate line to get pre-registered on Friday. So there's always that, and just, you know, speedy service. It's like the speed pass for Kennywood. And it costs a little bit more at the gate. But either way, if you guys can come out, please do. This is going to be the show to go to of Slamology, just because. And I mean, 50th anniversary, Kicker, 20th anniversary for Slamology. Man, 73, 2003. It's nuts, man. And I love the friendship that Slamology and Kicker have, and it's been a ride of a roller coaster, to say the least, because I knew Kicker was going to go to Slam the first year I went in 2018, and I went and I hung out with them all day. Little did I know that, you know, they've always been intertwined with Slamology, and I've always wanted to go to Slamology just because it is the show, and Kicker would go there. And now it's just, there's so much more to it. And learning that down the road, it's like, wow, okay, that all makes sense now. And it's just like one big team, man. It's awesome. Really, really is. Let's see here. So, did everybody see the video of the L7X? I want to know. If you didn't see it, say, I didn't see it. I don't know. Keep it simple. Because if everyone's seen it and, you know, whatever, then I'm not going to throw it up. I'll just throw up some screenshots. But if you want to see the video, I will throw it up. Mike Craner, what's up? Rockstar Andy, thank you for tuning in, Mike. Appreciate that you are here, dude. This guy, Kicker fan. Kicker fan 101. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for hanging out with us. And I know you guys got busy lives, but I see you, you know, just, hey, I'm here. I'm watching. I'm here when I can be. And that's all you can do, man. And I appreciate it. Mike DePoli, what is going on? Thank you for tuning in, dude. Appreciate you. Bubba said we are flying in on Thursday, flying out Tuesday. I was just talking to Kayla about that. I might be trying to come up there a day early, so I'd be up there the same day you guys are. But I think I would probably leave on Monday. Cody, what's up, dude? Thank you for tuning in, dude. I don't know if I'm going to Mecca this. I know a lot of you guys don't go because like no demos and stuff or whatever the situation is. It's a drive. I don't know if I'm going to Mecca this weekend on Sunday. They have another show. I could compete with Kayla's car, but it's like not ready. But it could do something. But honestly, if Seth can just work on my car more, we could get some more stuff done. I'd rather do that. 25 red shirt is awesome. I secretly love red as well. I just happen to have everything blue. I mean, they go together, but yet they're opposite. It's like, which one did you like better, the red Power Ranger or the blue? It wasn't, oh, did you like the green or the yellow? No, it was the red or the blue. So, you know, it's just, you know, they're kind of enemies. I like the red too. I really do, secretly. Chowders, James Chowders, I'm going to try to be at Slam this year. If not, I'm not sure if I'll have a car or not. You know what? And that's what we were talking about on the Rolling Thunder. If you can go to Slamology and you don't have a build, you're going to experience more rather than, yes, giving demos to hundreds of people or however many you give. I mean, whenever I was at Slam last year, there was the only time that people weren't in my car getting a demo is when I said I needed to cool down. You know, like, hey, man, my coil's like 150 degrees right now on my sensor. My sensor's not as accurate, but still, that's hot. And I'm like, I need to stop, you know, because that's what you're going to be doing all day, especially if you got a decent size build. And I mean, being under the kicker booth definitely helps. When you're out in Timbuktu, not so much, but you'll be able to get to experience more walking around, getting the demos, and no responsibility per se. You'll have some fun, man. Can't wait to see you there too. Ronco 160, I'm just running a single 15 on an Alpine 1K amp GTI Volkswagen hatch. Pretty happy with it. Man, you know, I like Alpines. I do. The MRP 1000s, the 2.4K I think they have, or MRP 2K. Really good stuff. Full bridge, you know, it's quality stuff like kicker, man. It's going to last. I don't know what 15 you got. Maybe a Type R. I love me some Type Rs too, dude. 25 is still working on that box. William, last night Andy was on the Godfathers last night talking kicker. Dude, they are the Godfathers. Literally. Rob and Derek. I know. So, you know, it is what it is, but we're all here, okay? We're all here to have a good time, and I know there's been some things in the past, but I mean, come on, man. When I first got into this stuff, I knew about Rob and Derek before I was anybody. You know, and it's just, to be on the show with them it's an honor. And to talk about kicker, it's an honor. And even Kip was in the comment section. It was awesome. It was meant to be. And we had a blast. You know, I do these live streams like I, you know, take a shower in the morning or night. It's not, you know, like, oh man, I got to do that. I'm getting better at this stuff, and I actually get to enjoy it more, where I can actually talk and ask questions and relax a little bit rather than being like, oh man, am I doing this right? Am I talking too much or whatever? I can't shut up. That's my problem. Slam or bust. I better see 25 and Deviant at Slamology. I better see it. If not, I'm going to be upset, man. I know we got Living Loud with Andy Day coming up next Tuesday on the Unmasked After Show, so please tune in. But man, I don't know. At least, you know, leave us a sign. Leave us a sign that you were there. Yeah, Cody, YouTube is where it's at, just because when you're talking to me, throwing a comment, there's other guys there too, and it's all in one comment section. It's just a lot better. I don't know. The vibe's just way cooler. 50-50 2020. Yes, for Slam and Kicker. Got someone new here, Mr. CPT420. Want to be at Slam. Hope my 2 X's get here in time. The Solo X's, I would assume, or Sundown X, probably L7X. That would be awesome. Man, you know, I want to see all the Slam. Well, I know it's kind of early to have a bunch of Solo X builds at Slam. I know next year it's going to be freaking insane. But still, nonetheless, people running the stuff, you know, and excited to get the product and run it. And I know Rob threw up his video, but I wanted to do one of my own. Like, I am the kicker guy, and I'm like, I got this box ready, the subs ready, more power. Let's meter this thing. Let's see what it does. I want to play it and hear how it sounds. And man, you guys are going to be freaking geeked. I am telling you. I know I'm the kicker guy, and I'm going to say kicker's great no matter what. But at the same time, it's like, dude, I was impressed. I was beyond impressed. I was hoping for a 44, 45. That's what I was hoping for. You know, I mean, a single 12, that's a lot. John Akers is doing a 142, 143 on a single 12 Orion and clamping 2K, you know, and it's just like, whoa, it's that much more? Okay, kicker. I see what you're doing. RVH trying to drop it down. It's seen it. El Fuego seen the video. 25 seen the video. His Solo X is louder than 212s. Definitely louder than a bunch of 212s, man. Definitely. What's going on, little Craner? Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, man. Let me know how the audio is. I was messing with a few things like I always do. Just let me know. All right, Ronco's seen it. All right, cool. What we'll do is we'll just throw up. Thank you for tuning in, Colin. I don't know if you're still there. I'm behind on the comments here. But that's why we stay hang out in YouTube land. It's just, it's cooler. Appreciate you tuning in. Jeff Haddo. What's up, Andy from Nebraska? That's awesome, man. Go Cornhuskers. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate that you are here. And, you know, it's just cool to do these shows. And, you know, I try to put up more content so we can get new people, I believe. Jeff, I believe you're newer here. And it's cool, man. It's really cool. Thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight. Jeff Wallace. Yo. What's up, Andy? Thank you for tuning in. Wrong camera. That red light always tricks me. What is going on, Jeff? Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate that you are here, man. And, man, it's awesome. We got the whole crew tonight, man. All the OGs. Appreciate you. Mike DePoli, you need to message me. You won the kicker swag. Kicking with Andy swag giveaway that I was doing. So you got to give me a message. Let's see. Cody said, I'll be at Slam, Andy. Catch a demo with these new amps. I'm excited, dude. I mean, this guy's already loud, doing over 60s. In a blow-through in a pickup truck, it's vigorous. It's like the demo that I want when I get a demo that's from a loud build. You know, 45 hertz and up, not really my cup of tea, and I don't think it's anybody's. But, you know, the windy, the punchy, the vigorous, I guess you could call it, kind of demo, and that's what he's got, and it's awesome, man. It's awesome. I know not everyone can afford it, so that's what's cool about having car audio shows, so you can enjoy these things too. It's awesome, man, and everyone's always trying to upgrade it, make it a little bit better every time. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you, dude. Let's see. Mark V. What is going on? Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. What's the difference between an L7Q class and an L7X? Well, man, what's the difference between a Honda Civic? I wouldn't say a Civic, more like a Honda Accord. Yeah, and like a Honda NSX. You know, they're two different animals. You know, the L7Q, the Q class, Q series, it is more of a sound quality driver, but it can do SPL, but it's a balanced woofer. You know, and that's how a lot of kicker subs are. Like, they're balanced, you know, like they can play below 40, they can play above 40, more so than a lot of speakers can. And, you know, there's always trade-offs for that. Oh, it doesn't have a big coil, it doesn't have a lot of power handling, it doesn't have a lot of excursion. Well, that's what the L7X is. And that also kept the whole efficiency of not needing a ton of power and not needing a huge coil or whatever. You know, it's a pretty big coil, 3-inch, but that's still small to a lot of stuff today, man. But do you need a bigger coil? Not always. Maybe for a certain type of build, you know, wall setup and you're just trying to street beat and just, you know, throw a ton of power and move a ton of air. Sure, but if you could do it with something less, I think that's what the L7X is. It still has the kicker, you know, fingerprint, if you will, of the sound. Obviously, it's a heavier driver and it's more SPL and excursion, you know, type, not sound quality. But does it sound good? Yeah, absolutely, man. Is it going to sound as good as an L7Q? Put in an SQ car and put on our RTA? Probably not. But that's not what it's designed for, man. I appreciate your guys' questions and comments because there's stuff like this that myself, and I'm like looking at their products and along the time of doing this stuff, like I wanted to know this stuff too. And like, you know, you look at specs, you look at what things are, and you kind of want to ask somebody else too. And that's the whole thing with car audio. You don't have to ask just one person, man. Keep going around and take pieces and put together what makes sense to you. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate you, dude. You know, man, it's awesome to do this stuff. Like I know it's a lot. I go live twice a week and whatever. It could be, you know, repetitive or whatever. But it's like, there's always something going on and I enjoy it. It's a killer setup. The guys put over half of this together for me. And it's fun to talk car audio, man. It is fun. I can just never stop talking about it in life. And I kind of just found the right spot of just, you know, hanging out with you guys, talking about car audio. And man, with all the L7X, Solo X, Warhorse family stuff coming out, man, it just makes it so much easier. Appreciate you tuning in, dude. William, last night was a great show. Long waited. All three of you guys were on point. You know, absolutely, man. We have good chemistry together. And, man, it was just, we were talking about everything. We could have kept that show going for another hour. Easy. And still not even, you know, hit the bottom of the iceberg. There's so much to talk about with that stuff. They're awesome guys, man. El Fuego! Still need a box for my Comp Q15. El Fuego. El Fuego, I think El Fuego needs an L7X. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's been too long. Needs an L7X. I know if they do another giveaway, El Fuego will probably win that L7X. I just know, because he wins all the time, man. Deviant is talking about Living Loud with Andy Day. Absolutely, man. I am excited too. Thanks for tuning in, dude. Appreciate you. See, same, Baba, same. I forgot to get more water when I went downstairs. Usually I take a little break, but I wanted to get that little video in the beginning going. Actually, I could throw that up really fast. Let me see if this is going to start playing. Let me make sure it doesn't. Yeah, see, there we go. We need that. This was actually in the beginning of the stream here today, but I wanted to show you guys this that didn't catch the beginning and may not rewatch. Just a little bit of the trunk action flexing and Bryson's opinion on it. Here we go. They were having a blast. We went out and got some Chinese. That's why I was a little late, but I actually made it on time on the Rolling Thunder. Went out and got some Chinese food and checked out, you know, the pet store, let them check out some dogs and stuff, and just, you know, Walmart, you know, the usual family stuff. But I was like, Kayla, we need to take this out, and you need to actually hear this thing, because good old Ron does not like our bass. We have to drive a little far away. Colleen Fesher, someone else new, it seems like. Thank you, Andy, for all you do. Living Loud, thank you so much, Colleen. It's awesome, man. You guys make this show, literally, man. You guys do. Like, I feel like I would still sit here and probably talk about car audio if no one was watching. Maybe not as long and maybe not twice a week, but you guys make the show, and I appreciate it. 100%. Tuesday, be there or be square like the Solo X, Mike DePauli says. I'm telling you guys, Living Loud with Andy Day, I ain't giving nothing away because they didn't tell me much going on, but these guys behind the scenes are working something out. So make sure you tune in this Tuesday after the Unmasked show. They have the Hushmat guy coming on tomorrow, on Tuesday. So that'll be interesting. And then after that, we'll talk about hush mat and sound dampening. And of course, it's Living Loud with Andy Day, so we're going to have a blast. And now Jake is here, Mr. SDK Enclosure himself. Got to throw it up just for Jake. Jake, it did awesome, man. I love this box. It's beautiful. I don't know how you want to go about it. I want to spread it to the world saying, hey, go to Jake and get an enclosure. You know, the 50% off for anybody at least watching the show, the OGs in the chat. But if it's like anybody, man, I mean, man, we got to figure something out, dude. Because I feel like what you did, awesome stuff. And I know it's not going to be all custom. Mine was a little custom because it's a tiny hatchback. But you make awesome enclosures. And this is single baffled. Okay? Okay? All them people saying, oh, you're going to need to double baffle that. Okay? It ain't flexing a tad. And it's got an almost 70-pound woofer in there. It all comes down to designing and engineering, man. It's awesome. Jake, you did an amazing job. What is going on, Dean? Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Shouting out Deviant for life. You know, I could put more power on it. You would need to double the power, or at least close to it. So then you're talking 4K. And then, too, honestly, I think you could get a 50 a lot easier just by changing the enclosure and making it more closer to the resonant frequency of the vehicle. It is peaking at 34. I've tried every frequency, and it's pretty close. It would be about a 2 dB drop from around 49, like 50 hertz, down to about 30. It's got a wide range of, it's all close, but that 34, 35 is where it has that natural boost, a little bit above tuning, all that fun stuff with orientation of the door, yada, yada, yada. If you just made an SPL box, it would be louder. But it's not. It's a very flat and sound quality, not sound quality, but in a way, man, you want your enclosure to play more frequencies rather than less. You just do. So you could play more songs and stuff like that. So I think a 50 would be easy on the same power with a different designed enclosure, and you're going to give up a lot. You're going to give up that low end 100%. It's Hoffman's iron law, you know. It's just you give and you take, and you lose something when you give or when you take. You know, it's just that's how it goes. We got a few people. Harlix 12, what's up? I can't wait, dude. L7X stuff. It's here, man. I'm sure there's another shipping coming out for you guys. Mike DePoli, he better hand deliver it. I know, it might be easier that way. Make you something custom too. Appreciate you. I got a $2 super chat. Throwing the pennies. Kibo. Thank you so much, man. Still on the water. Wanted to pop in and say hello. Will you be safe? I believe on your boat. So thank you so much, Kibo. Thank you for the pennies. Appreciate you, man. Have fun. Abdil, what's up, Andy? Not sure if I'm making it this year. Again, have problems with my car, man. It's the worst. That's the worst. That's the worst. I hope you're doing well. Otherwise, in 25 is calling for rain. Finally. Come on, man. I got a $10 super chat from Jason Grant. Thank you, buddy. Hit the like and rain. Man, you guys killed it on Kicking with Andy. I think there was 63 or 64 likes, and we had 70 people watching. That's a pretty good efficiency, you know, or, whatever. Ratio. I like that. You guys kill it, and it helps when you get reminded. You know, because you watch a video, especially live, you're typing in the comments, you're watching what the guy says. You can't multitask that much to hit the thumb button, too, on the like. And you just move on, you know, and it happens. Trust me, I'm one of them, you know. It happens. You need reminded. So thank you, Jason. Appreciate you so much. That is awesome. Blake, no way. Not for you. You got to pay 150%, Blake. Just for you. What's going on, Josh, Christian, whoever's watching? Love you guys. These are my nephews. Appreciate you. Let's see. Scrolling. Choke change. Andy, will that box work for the other sizes? LOL. No. I mean, Honestly, you want a custom enclosure if you're whatever, custom prefab, but prefab is still designed in a way for a certain size woofer. Should be. And you want to do it accordingly. Because that's only 2.42 cubes. I said 2.6, but it's 2.42. So after the port, it's probably like a little over 3, maybe. And that's either still smaller than what Kicker recommends. But if you would put a 15 in there, no way, man. I think that would require even more than that. Even more. I know I said 2.65, but it was 2.42. We changed it a few times. That 50% off deal is permanent for the record. All right, so what I'll do, well, I just don't want some random person doing it, but at the same time, I mean, they're still seeing my stuff at some point. But, you know, like, hey, you know, use code Living Loud with Andy at SDK Enclosures and make it happen, man. You know, if you're 100% fine with that, then that's what we'll do, man. We'll get more people coming your way. I know you're already busy as it is, but shoot, man, that's I would take that in a heartbeat. It's an awesome enclosure, dude. RBH with the $5 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Can't make it rain, but here's some drizzle from my schnizzle bizzle whizzle. Thank you so much, RVH. Appreciate you, man. I'm happy to see you back in the lanes, whatever you want to call it here. Appreciate you so much, dude. Ah, man, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I see Cornuts here. Thank you for tuning in, Cornut. Cody, well, Andy, I have another truck. What would I put in there? I need options. I mean, with a blow-through with 615s doing a 160, I don't know why you're asking me. But no, man, it all depends. You know, I think flat walls in a pickup truck is really impressive. Like 415s in a flat wall, tune to like 34, 35, you know, a little bit smaller, tons of power. They still get low and they demo just like yours does with both windows down effectively. I feel like maybe you could do that and maybe actually get a little bit louder, but it's not going to play as low. It's not going to be as aggressive, but it might be a lot more efficient watt for dB. I don't know, man. It all depends what you want to do with your truck and the size of the truck. I mean, if you got a standard cab, good luck. You're stuck with the blow through on anything big. But, you know, if you got a quad cab, I think you'd be all right. But I don't know, man. I know you're sundown, but these kickers, man, and they're right around the same price. You know, I mean, it's kind of no-brainer, man, and that's the whole point. That's the whole point. El Fuego did win 4 unmasked grand prizes and a runner-up. It is definitely rigged. I think that's when we started rigging stuff. Okay, El Fuego keeps winning. We need to do something here. This is the problem. Ernie and Bill and all them and Sandy. Sandy's probably the one who was really complaining. Come on, man. El Fuego again? Come on. What's going on here? Or was it rigged because of that? You know, which way do you rig it? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, StreamYard changed the super chats. It's like a little different now, but it's cool. I see them a little bit better now. I appreciate you, StreamYard, so much. I'm still waiting for my duck. Just want the StreamYard duck. I want it. It's the one that looks like, here, I'll show you what the StreamYard duck looks like. Boom! That's the StreamYard duck. I want it. Top left corner right there. I just want it. It's a stuffed animal, and I want it so bad. I think I have this one, too. Yeah, that's that one. I had a Living Loud with Andy one, but it's not working. See, there, I had a few of these, a few alterations, and I still need to get it with Ernie. I just been running the Kicking with Andy one. He made me a Living Loud with Andy one, which is awesome, but it's missing frames, and I don't want to bother him. He's busy, I'm busy, and this thing is beautiful anyway. I mean, like, come on, it's so cool. David Bryant, Andy, are you bringing the cookie with the L7X 12 to slam? Man, that is questionable. Honestly, it was going to be the L7X, the Solo X18 Cookie Monster and the Quad Box. But recent situations of the car getting hit with the Quad Box, and depending if there's any rare damage and stuff like that, I may be bringing the L7X build just because I need another car to bring stuff. I don't know. I think that would be cool, but you're going to see a lot of L7Xs there. Like my old school Solo X is going to have a hard time keeping up with that Bronco beside it, so we'll see. We will see. I think it'll do pretty competitive though. I mean, honestly, a single 18 going to be doing a 52, 53 on an old school Warhorse, on an old school Solo X. I mean, it's just a different flavor, man. It's a different flavor. Cody, it's a GMC extended cab going to tow my blow through. So probably 2 subs in the back seat for a smaller class. Get me the hook on the L7X and I will do it. Man, you and a lot of people. And you know, I would love to do that kind of stuff for you guys. I know, you know, you guys are cool people and all. You know, it's just, I'm not Kicker. I'm not, regardless of the giant banner behind me in every position of this room, I'm not. But dude, you know, if you can get a 50% off discount code on Kick with Andy, I know that's a shot in the dark, but that would be the way I could do it for you. We do that every other Tuesday when the Unmasked show isn't on. I know you know. For the ones that don't, there you go. I just can't personally do that. I'm not a dealer neither. You know, I'm not a storefront. And I feel like if you would go to a Kicker dealer, if they would have the L7X, that would be your best bet. Or you can always message social@kicker.com, see what Bill has to say. The worst they can say is no, man. I mean, you can tell them I sent you, but I'm going to be like, what are you talking about? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. Nah, it's worth it too, dude. You know, and I don't know. I've only been playing it for 2 days, but I've been clipping the crap out of it and just taking it like I'm sneezing at it. And I know how much I'm clamping. Like 2200 at like my peak. So you're getting more on music where it's not as efficient. And that amplifier is a 3500 watt amp. And I'm wired at half. It's probably doing like 22 to like 28 all the time and clipping. So we'll see. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be an awesome driver in the lanes. People are going to love it. And that would be perfect for your truck. 2 L7X 12s, man, 6 cubes, maybe 5.5. Sub up, port forward, or port to the side, depending how much space. You're probably going to have to do port up, sub forward, something like that. Trucks are weird too, of orientation of what they like. But man, possibilities are endless. Jason Stokes, thank you so much, dude. A $20 super chat now. Hope that scrap on the hand heals fast for AC. Stay cool, Andy. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I was working on the Eclipse today. Come on, focus. There's a nice cut right there. Literally reaching into underneath the glove box, and I'm not kidding you. I had to jerry-rig a socket with a Phillips screwdriver with electric tape so I could socket a screw off because a snub nose screwdriver didn't have enough. It was too tall to fit for the second screw to fit back there. It was so tight, and there's just wires and plastic and just literally 1.5 feet behind the front of the glove box. Like, it was deep back there, so I'm cutting myself all up. But I wanted AC. The only AC I had was on fan level 2.5. Not 2, not 1, not 3, not 4. Just the condenser didn't work on 3 and 4, and the blower didn't work on 1 and 2. The resistor was bad, so I replaced that. And thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. I'm like, I need AC. This car only has 2 air vents anyway. The other 2 are plugged up by speakers. I need all the fan I can get with the AC condenser on. Resistor is a must. And Slamology, it gets hot. And even when it's raining, it's hot. It's Slamology, rainology, man. Thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate you, man. You are awesome. Thank you, dude. Stokes is making it rain. He does, man. He's a sleeper, man. You better watch out for that caboose, too, because he be trying to get on that thing, and then here comes Baba or Coronut last second, like, oh, watch this, you know. And it's just it gets a little rigged towards the end. It really does. What's going on, Justin? Hey, good. What's good, Andy? Just wanted to wish you and everyone watching a happy Friday and awesome weekend. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you, dude. Like, this guy is the nicest basshead, one of the nicest that I've ever met. Thank you so much for tuning in, dude. I appreciate it so much. Deviant with a $2 super chat. Man, here comes the damn pennies again. Like, why does this keep happening? freaking pennies every time. Deviant for life. That's a freaking paper cut. Living Loud with Andy Tuesday. I know. It's just, it was like hurting after. I'm like, man, it looks better already, but it's like, there's like just like some scrapes and stuff, but it actually was, I was bleeding. I'm like, really? I'm not even doing car audio. This is just some resistor that happens to be in Timbuktu in my glove box and my dashboard. I've already taken apart that entire dash of that Eclipse, and I'm just trying to do this little part. I'm like, man, I should have replaced this then, but I didn't know. It would have been so easy. It would have been no problem. But hey, one step at a time, and thank you, man. It'll go towards the Band-Aid funds. Thank you, buddy. I know, they're installer hands. If you ain't cut your hands, you ain't working. I know, man. I actually had an old photo of whenever I was running my power wire, the welding wire that's still in the car, and I cut myself, and then I used the blood and made kicker. It's on Facebook. You got to find it, man. I'm telling you. I know all about it, but I'm like, man, really? I'm not even doing nothing crazy, but I found that awesome website that has everything Mitsubishi and Volvo OEM, and my rear support struts just came in, so my hatch will stay open when it's above or below 50 degrees. When it's below 50, it wouldn't stay open. So I got to install those, which I might do tonight after the show and hang out with you guys on Patreon, Discord. And do that at the same time. I like doing that, working on stuff, hanging out with you guys, having a good time. Cody, thank you so much, Cody, with a $2 super chat. Throwing the pennies. I just wanted to see the funny clip again. The pennies, man. This is what happens. And then the entire show just becomes pennies. Thank you, Cody. Appreciate you, man. You know, good old Jake, SDK Enclosures. He's the guy that started the penny thing, man. And Cornet started the caboose thing, man. It's crazy how these things just come out of nothing, literally. It's awesome. This show is fun to do. Bubba with a $20 super chat. Thank you, Bubba. I still need to make that $20 super chat one, man. I'm on it. I am on it. Bubba, you know what? I'll just do this one for now. This is actually a good one.
I don't care what you say about kickers. This guy is a difference maker.
I love that video. Thank you, Rich. Needed something. Please be sure to join the Living Loud with Andy Unmasked after show this coming Tuesday, 5/23. May 23, right? Is it 23 or 23? May 23? Wait. There will be a ton of surprises to celebrate Living Loud with Andy Day. Man, you guys are going to want to tune in. These guys, Baba, you don't mess with Baba, man. And he's usually the leader of the troops, man. And everyone else just follows suit. These guys got something up their sleeve. You guys are going to want to tune in. I'm telling you. Thank you so much, Baba. Appreciate you, dude. Deviant, did someone say go looking for Andy's old pics? No, Deviant. No. Bad, Deviant. Bad. Thank you so much, though, for the $2 super chat and all these darn pennies. I'm going to have to get one of those coin counting machines because I'm losing track, man. I'm losing track. Baba likes the clip. I'll have to make it official. Thank you so much, Baba. Come on, RVH. He's not a real installer. I'm not. I wouldn't want to be either, man. That stuff's hard. Real installers use paper towels and 3mm 33. No such thing as a Band-Aid. You know what? I've been there. Paper towels are always beside me. Allergies, which I've been doing pretty good on the allergies recently, which is weird. Right. So, yes, that happened. I remember doing that not that long ago and using electric tape, so I don't know. Tessa tape and Scott paper towels. I use electric tape. I got more electric tape than any tape. Just, you gotta have it. You gotta have it. Mike DePoli with a $2 penny chat. Did someone say find his MySpace page, man? If you could find it, I will pay you $2. It's gone forever, man, but it's on Facebook. I'll have to find it for you guys. I'm telling you, it's on there, man. It didn't even get much like traction because it was like before I was anything on Facebook. Facebook is just like YouTube. You know, if you post a lot and people like your stuff, it's gonna throw it on their feed and then people start following you, and you know how it goes. So no one really saw it. It wasn't a thing, man. I've been cleaning kicker into the ceiling for like 8 years, man. And like now they're like, oh, look, there's Andy looking. Oh, that's cool. You know, it's just, I'm so appreciative for where I'm at today because it's finally recognition, you know, and it's awesome. And I love to do this and I feel honored to do this stuff and hang out with you guys. You make it a blast, man. CA glue is better than bandages. All right, so I know a lot of you guys already seen the video, so we'll just throw up the screenshots. Now, I want to throw this up first because, boy, a 143 on 700 watts. Just look at it. Just look at that. That is stupid. That is stupid insane. You know, I know it's a hatchback, whatever, you put in an SUV, probably a 41. But like, damn, dude, like that is impressive. You can't even say it's not 34, 35 hertz. Come on, man. That ain't close to the car's resonant frequency whatsoever. Not at all. You know, and yes, the enclosure is built and designed properly, but it's just a great driver and what it does and what it's, you know, it doesn't need a ton of power to get loud and to start moving. That's what you want to do. You want to make the subwoofer move. And that's what makes SPL, dude. It's not just because you have power behind it. It's moving the woofer and how much power it takes. Just stuff along those lines, man. Let's see. I had something else here, too. Let's see. Let me go through them. Oh, yes. I know Jake just doesn't care about anything other than bandpass. So what does it play like? Is it musical? I already had a guy comment on my video like, okay, but does it play music? You tell me. This was when I had it at 2 ohms, doing that 143, clamping 700 watts. And if you look at it, well, I can't move the mouse because that's my phone. You're above a 140 from 29 hertz. It's a 29, yep, 29 to about 51. Is it musical? I would say yeah. I'm just going to take a wild guess and say yeah. You know? So is the L7X musical? Yes. Does it come down to the box and the enclosure specs as well? Yes. So when you have a picture perfect storm, what do you get? Good results. So yes, 100%, dude. And then I had another one as well here. Well, let's see. We will do, oh, not that. We need this one here. So I did 2 dash scores. This was on the dash, 147.2, clamping 2176 at 34 hertz. And let's see here. And you can see the rise right there, 72 divided by 33. That gives you your box rise, a little over 2. So, and I'm rising from 5, so it's times 4. And I realized that when I was wired at 2 ohms, I'm like, oh, my rise is times 4 to times 8 on, you know, across the bandwidth roughly. Let's wire it down to half ohm. We're good. We are golden, at least at 34 or 35 hertz. We're golden. And that's when I wired down. Instead of getting like 900 watts, I'm clamping 2100. So, and then the last one here. Kick score. One everyone talks about. 147.6 on 2125 watts at 34 hertz. I don't know, man. That just seems insane for a single 12 that literally sits in the back trunk of a car that's tuned to 30. Okay, that makes sense to 34. But this thing's playing low. And it's only 2,000 watts. It's not that much power, guys. And it's not taking up the entire back seat. The port is like an inch away from the back. Like, it could definitely breathe a little better in a different scenario. This system, and I had the car seat in there. Like, literally in the video, you can see the car seat in the car right there. It is literally in the car while I'm metering. Now, I don't know if you guys are SPL gurus or not, but that definitely takes away from a little bit of the score there, I would say. So there's definitely more to be had. for sure. But you know what? The average person might, okay, they might not have the car seat in the back there too, but they're going to have things in their car, and you're not really trying to get the nth degree out of something to say, hey, it does this, it does that. You know, practicality. What is it really going to be in the situation it's going to be in? Put it into work so you can see what it really can do at the bottom, and then go from there. Mike Madison, what is going on? Thank you for tuning in, dude. I seen you say something about my Sundown and Cookie Monster shirt. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I see Scott Dilbeck is in here. CM Enclosure. CM, I think he was the first guy that actually commented on it after it became public. Thank you, CM. I appreciate you, man. You guys are awesome. Here it is. Your blue Cookie Monster shirt definitely looks very sundowny. The blue one? The other one? I don't know. I have nothing against Sundown. You know, I've ran them. I've seen them in the lanes all the time. Man, they take a beating, man. But Lightning Audio, say less, man. Say less. RGA, what is going on? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Fire, bro. Hope you are well. Doing great, man. I appreciate you are here. Drop a comment, smashing a like. All you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you again, RVH or RGA. God, too many names. I really wonder when the Warhorse is coming. I need soon as possible. Latim, I see you on Kicker Club hanging out with us too. Appreciate you. And on Kicker Unmasked, guys, Kicker guy, I see. I mean, if you're tuning in, you gotta like Kicker a little bit to be here. So thank you so much. And yeah, good question, man. When is the Warhorse going to be here? Man, if I were to guess, middle summer, maybe later. I don't know. I haven't heard anything, and even if I did, I gotta watch what I say, but honestly, I haven't heard anything. You know, like recent updates of that. So, who knows? We know the 10 and the 15 will be here, you know, the end of the year, towards beginning of next year. 18, hopefully a little bit after that. But, I don't know, man. Warhorse, I know people need them. I know they need them, and people are looking for these KXA 2400s. They really are. RVH, is it musical? And oh wow, it's very musical. Are really dumb comments. LOL, it's a speaker. I hope it plays music. And honestly, dude, the majority of what we play is not music. It's sine waves, it's test tones, and with a little bit of a kick drum here and there and different, you know, whatever. It's mostly sine waves. So when you're burping, you're doing a sine wave. It's just, can your electrical keep up or not? I think that's kind of what they're saying. I don't really know, because is it musical? I think it's more of like, is that a one-note wonder? Well, at 34 hertz, I doubt it. Just because it's just, the car is not gonna like 34 hertz, even though it does in this situation. In the best situation, it doesn't. So I don't know. I know there's different, you know, octaves for things, and just resonance and just how things work, you know, cancellation, yada yada, quarter wave, half wave, all that stuff. It gets really confusing, and you just put a sub in a car and just see what it does. So is it optimal for SPL? No. Does it work pretty good? Yeah. Is it the best it could be? No way. Not at all, man. Not at all. There's always more in the tank, but at the end of the day, you are giving up something, man. Once you push it, you will hit a point of diminishing returns, and you'll start giving up things like, I don't know, air conditioning. Oh man, I need 4 alts. Screw the air conditioning and all this other stuff. You know, and that's just not even talking about the subwoofer enclosure. You know, it's just kind of simple in it. Steve, the man, the myth, the legend, Andy L7. Woo! I like that. Hey, Andy, hope you had a great day, man. Smash the like button, fine people. Thank you, Steve. Man, this guy's been tuning in. Ever since he got that discount code, he's like, I like this show. I like this guy. And I like you, Steve. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Baba, everybody else, we got to give him a warm welcome. We got to get him on the Discord, too. That's where it's pretty cool to hang out with the guys. I do have the Discord after party link in my About section. If you ever want to hang out with us after the shows, I'm usually always there for a little while. And we have a good time. Let's see here. Appreciate you again, Steve. Hey, Andy, what is the best measuring tool for clipping anything under 300? Well, since you say 300, I can't say the SPL Lab, just for the simple fact it costs a little bit more. For under $300, you can find some really good Fluke oscopes. And an O-scope, like a natural O-scope, is a lot of money. So I feel like maybe a handheld one, but they're not as accurate. You know, it's really hard to tell if you're for sure clipping, but do you really need to get it dead on? Not really, especially with like bass. You know, the distortion isn't as noticeable. Mids and highs, you can tell. So you don't really always have to get it dead on. And because music and recording tracks are all different, you might have it set at -5 dB, but the recorded track is at 0 because you downloaded some cheap rebass and you're clipping, you don't even know it, but you think you're clean. So there's a lot of factors that go into it, and hey, you change something up front, you're changing everything in the back. So the perfect $300, I mean, honestly, in that budget would be a DD1 from Steve Mead, because it's a little bit under budget, but it's going to get you as close as you really need to be. Now, do those read at exactly 1%? Do they read a little bit above, a little bit below? You know, how dead on is it? And how accurate is that light? Is that light lighting up at 1%, or is it lighting up at, 0.9% at THD? I don't know. But for $300, you're kind of cutting yourself short to get dead on, but do you need to get dead on for sure? I don't think so. Honestly, man, just running your system and playing it within reason is going to last forever. But yes, you want to have some type of equipment to know if you're clipping or not. You can't just set it by ear. You can, but it's a lot less inaccurate. And then when you have multiple amps, good luck. A DD1 or a multimeter can definitely work, but at the same time, I mean, that's how you do multiple amps, setting AC voltage. But I think a DD1 in your price point is the best. But if you can pony up and get the SPL Lab, it's like $650. I know it's a lot. One-time expense, lasts forever, okay? Get the SPL meter, get the clamp. You can do THD on any system, meter your friend's car, meter your car, all kinds of stuff. Test anything. It's awesome what it can do. And for, a little bit more, yeah, it's not $300, but it is what it is. Mr. Kip Litzy, thank you for tuning in, man. I know these guys are probably going nuts in the chat. Thank you for tuning in tonight and hanging out with us on the 12 Volt Talk with Big D and Rob. Had a great time, man. Steve, again, real good question for you. Are you going to see the Warhorse on those 18s behind you if they play? The left one does not, the right one does, but this one will be, again, decommissioned because it has Steve Irby on the front there. The other one that's sitting over here is going to go back in. Oh, well, that would help if I was on that camera. The one that's sitting over there, well, you can't really see it too well, is going to be going into my car, and it's going to be on the Warhorse 10K, the OG WX 10,000. Not the new Warhorse. I don't have that. Neither does anybody yet. But honestly, running a 10K Warhorse, I mean, even when the new 18 comes out, I don't know if, the new Warhorse is going to be powerful enough. Right, Kip? I don't know. Unless there's more. Is there more? I don't know. Maybe you can wink for me. I don't know. But yes, it'll be on one of them. Honestly, I could run 2 of them on that Warhorse. If not more, you could probably run 4 or 5 on that Warhorse. That's a lot of power, man. And it's super, super duper efficient. Warhorse is coming. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Scrolling. Everyone's saying hello to Kipster. Deviant, appreciate the love. Appreciate you, Deviant. Scott, what is up? I hope you fed your dog. Thank you for tuning in. Man, Kip's here. I can't end the show now. You can't end it now. I know. Where's Joe at? Joe's the only one missing. We had Casey. We had Scott. Come on, Joe. Got Jake here. Okay, a DSO Nano O-scope for 115 super fine accuracy. Well, there you go. See, I don't know that much. I don't. But, I just always heard, they're just not as accurate, the handheld. I mean, you get what you get with money nowadays and just how it goes in life. But, right, I would try that one. Jake knows a thing or two about a lot, man. Scott's talking about setting your gain, play a clean 40 hertz and turn that up till the clip light comes on and use the knob and sub-level from there. Right, and then what do you use? 40 hertz test tone at a 0 dB, and then you go and play your system and it's not loud enough and you can turn it up higher and it still sounds fine. That's the hardest thing. And then people set it with a lower dB, like -5, -10, and next thing you know, they're clipping. It's the hardest thing to get it in, but it is better to set it lower and then just run a bigger amplifier, have more headroom so you'll never clip. And that's why, you know, running from the CX1800 at 2 ohms to a KXA at half ohm, I'm like, whoa, I'm clamping a lot of power, but I'm not even clipping. One, this amplifier is built entirely different, and it just starts pulling more current when the voltage isn't there, because I got crappy electrical in there. So there's that. It's just a better amplifier, but it's like I'm not clipping, and it tells me if I'm clipping. You can hear if you're clipping. You can smell if you're clipping. It's not clipping as early, and it's getting louder. And yeah, there's diminishing returns of that too. You can't just put a 10K on stock electrical and be like, oh, well, I'll be able to do 5 out of it. No, that amp's still not going to be able to do it, and whatever, it's going to shut off. You're going to run into some other problems. But right. I don't know, man. It's just, it's nice to have extra headroom. 100%. That's just the easiest way to do it, and then the gain isn't as important. It is important, don't get me wrong. It's just not as important because, you know, you'll learn your system. What sounds good? Okay, that the gain's too high because it's playing notes that I don't want it to. It just sounds like it's playing everything. You want it to just be playing what it's supposed to be playing, which is low frequencies and just punchy and accurate bass. You know, gain is, yeah, a volume knob, but it's not. It's supposedly matching up with the pre-out source, you know, and just how that stuff works, where you're setting it so when it's getting that pre-out level, that's where it's maxed out at so that you don't run into problems. Pretty much making an invisible ceiling so that you don't go over that. But then as soon as you turn up the pre-out voltage, which is your volume past that, or play music that is recorded at a higher dB, you exceed that invisible ceiling, because it's invisible. You'll go right past it, man. But that's kind of what setting your gain is, in a sense, setting an invisible ceiling so that you don't clip. But at the end of the day, man, just run a bigger amp. You won't have to worry about it as much. You really won't. Kip said, I always said family, talking about the L7X family. I would think the same thing would apply to the Warhorse. Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back. I love it. I love it. We missed you, Kip. We did. I'm glad you're here tonight. And man, talk about family. 100%, dude. And that would be cool. You know, a couple brothers and sisters, bigger brother Warhorse, maybe. I think that would be perfect, huh? Or maybe 2 brothers. You know, there's always the middle child, right? We'll see. I don't know, but thank you so much, Kip. I know we gotta say certain things, can't say too much, but we gotta make the people want them. I mean, shoot. That's what we're here. We're here to have fun, man. We really are. Thank you, Larry. Hope you're having a great evening. Everyone saying hello to Kip. Man, RGA, I am infamous. Thanks for tuning in again, RGA. I appreciate you. John Earl, what is up? Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Man, you guys are awesome. Shoot. I think I caught up on the comments. Everyone saying hello to Mr. Kipster. It's awesome when he's here, man. Awesome, guys. Awesome sauce. Jake with the pennies. I truthfully just did this for the meme. Oh, come on, man. Every time, but for Jake, you just got to, man. Thank you so much, dude, and a hailstorm of pennies your way. Kip, good to see all of you this evening. Thank you for the kind words. Means a lot to me, man. Kip is awesome, man. Kip is awesome. We all miss you, man, and you know how it goes. Appreciate that you're here, dude. Really do. Really do. The 72-hour marathon. You talking about the OG one? I mean, that was long. That was long. I remember eating dinner and then getting hungry after it. It was still going. You know, and it's crazy even how far that show has come from the beginning. If you've never watched the original Unmasked show, not episode 1, it's episode 0. Go watch it. Go watch it. Scott, come on, man. You're just going to get Jake going crazy here. More pennies. Thank you so much. More than Jake. An extra penny was thrown. It's raining. It's raining 25. All right, guys. Well, you guys have been awesome. I love you. I will see you Tuesday. Excuse me. I'll give you some updates on Cookie Monster build, Warhorse. I would love to hear that this weekend. You know, at least hook it up and get it going. Something. I don't know. God. And share with you guys, man. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Here in the L7X, I'm like, oh, this is great, but I want more. I got a 10K Warhorse just sitting there. So, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Baba, thank you. It's a bidding war. Here we go. Here we go. Thank you again, guys. Jason, thank you, man. Sprinkle before it pours. It is gonna pour before the caboose comes. And, man, I will see you guys at the after party, and I will see you guys on Tuesday after the Unmasked show on Living Loud with Andy Day. May 23rd, put in your calendar. Man, might win some stuff too. I love you guys, and as always, stay living loud. Thanks for watching, Kip. Jason, thank you guys for all watching, man. We even got Kip here at the caboose. But I see Dave. There's Dave. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. There's Kip. 25. Is rain coming? Usually 25's the 1 cent in the rain here. Check out Mr. O's kicker shirt. I wish they had this for adults. I want it so bad. Oh, thank you, Cornet. He's coming in with the front of the train, it looks like. Thank you for the $5 super chat. And then, Bob is coming in with a $20, man. Boom! Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. And Scott, I don't know if that's a super chat, but I think Baba got this one. I will see you guys